Okay, so at this point, a lot of you know Just Jamie. It's a fun gaming channel, retro gaming, that type of thing. But every now and again, I'm going to promote awareness on child abuse. And for this, I'm talking about parental alienation. So in the public sphere, grand scheme of things, people's not sure what parental alienation is unless you suffer that yourself. Let me tell you what it is. It's when a parent turns or indoctrinates your children against you as a parent and your wider family. So in essence, everyone is seen as enemy, everyone's seen as bad, negative, and so on and so forth. Everyone's a scumbag, and it keeps going. So what happens is that they will take you to what's called family court, and for those watching this who knows what family court is, you'll essentially get a gagging order on you whilst the child abusive parent will be saying whatever they want to professionals, to your own children, and of course it restricts you from saying anything at all, because at that point you've got a gagging order on you. So a gagging order in effect means you can't talk on social media about certain things, you can't say things to your children, about your children, post pictures of your children. Meanwhile, your children are being indoctrinated, and I'm going to say intoxicated, with this vast load of nonsense about things what you haven't done. Problem is here, what we have with parental alienation is that the children are slowly brainwashed over a process of time, and this could be very easy for the alienating parent, the child abuser. They could easily do this by simply suggesting your dad could have done this or your mum could have done that, and so on and so forth. So it's very subtle that child abusers do this. And of course, there comes a time when your children are going to be brainwashed to some extent, the younger the better. Once they're brainwashed, they will then go on to say to a professional being Kafkas, I loosely say professional on that one, or social services. Once one of these people have got it documented, that then goes on to other systems looking into this case, and suddenly you are deemed as a child abuser. So something parental alienators, child abusers don't ever seem to have is evidence against you. And the family court then, this is where this is getting interesting. The family court is one of those courts which don't actually accept or want to know about evidence, and it's widely debated against people, alienated parents who's had their children turned against them. Eventually social services will get involved, and what can we say about social services? So say you've been dealing with parental alienation for a vast length of time. I think social services and the general consensus with social services is known as pretty shoddy, hence why we have parents murdering children out there from time to time, and it turns out social services have significantly failed to do something about it. And it causes a stir, it causes a media buzz for a while, and then it all gets back to normal. So social services are obviously going to play a crucial role, or allegedly play a crucial role, in reuniting you with your children if you've been alienated from them. So over time, you're going to start hearing this and that, and you're going to start reading this and that about the person you had your children with. You might even realise that they've been saying stuff, even when you was with them, to professionals about your so-called history, and slowly it's building up this false profile against you. Suddenly you are this abuser, you are this, you are that, you've done the lot. And like I said just a minute ago, once one professional records this, it then passes on to other systems dealing with your children. Alienated parents could agree with this, is that if you actually directly ask a child or your child, do you remember, say your mum or dad's doing this or doing that to you, the likelihood is that they will say, no, I don't remember. So of course, as adults and wiser people compared to children, we know what memories are, and there comes a point in life when we actually got those memories in place. So all I'm going to say, if you're in the process of this right now, for heaven's sake, keep all your documents, all your paperwork, and one day when your children are old enough to understand things a little bit better, they will then begin to realise that everything wasn't as it seemed or what they was told at the time. And I'm afraid it's one of the most scummiest things humanity has got to offer, is child abusers mentally and emotionally brainwashing children. So that's about it. But like I said, because I've got a wider subscriber base now on my channel. From time to time, you might find it a bit depressing, but I'm also going to be releasing retro content as usual. So until next time, stay retro.